Gap. All right, guys, let's check what's Manzini numbers looking like today. So we have no news today. For today, we got a big old gap to the downside at 21,638. Man. All right. In terms of direct fig, still hold longers from, let me pull up the ES. That way we can kind of look at it as we're kind of analyzing here. All right. In terms of low direct bid, I'm still holding long runners from 66.50. Fell breakdown. So Manzini is still holding his long from 660. We tested a minute before and decided to add a little back. 7. So we're kind of looking for that 60.55 to kind of hold up this morning. All right. What's up, John? Good morning, Salvage. All right. All right, guys. I pretty much put all the stuff that we're kind of looking at in the chat here. This way, if someone shows up late, they can still see it. So, as right now, we're looking for a sell-off this morning. We got a big old gap to the downside at 21.61. So we got a big daily gap where we opened and closed at from yesterday. You got your highs sitting up at 21.6097. I mean, lows are at 21.697, and your highs are at 21.845. Resistance for the ES is going to be 75.80. And your support to the downside, we're going to be looking at 71.67. And I feel like this 60.55 is going to be the key for the bears to take over. I feel like if the bears can take over this on the ES, that I think the bears will stay in control for the rest of the day. And those are the ES numbers. Oh my goodness. Good morning, Andy. I was listening to what Patrick was saying. How's Cabo going? So is that part of a timeshare? Is that why you go down there so much, just to get your timeshare use out of there? Nice. I know you said you had a timeshare. Oh. What do we got? Less than 2 minutes go. All right, so we're back at these support level here. What, right there at 791s. We got 1 minute left. All right, put that ES chart there. So getting a nice little move right here at opening. I like this, man, this nice little freaking bear flag kind of popping up, but the fact that it's at opening, I'm just going to stay away from it. Hopefully we get a nice little trend day continue like this, but man, we've had a lot of nice little setups here, but it's too close to opening for my liking. All right, so we have another like major support all the way up at 832s. I'm still on the sell off for bias as far as the sales go, and that's only because of that big gap we have to the downside. So still early. Hopefully we can just be patient and find that one good funded account trade and then just trade evals for the rest of the day. And one thing I've noticed about trading like before 10 o'clock is your stop losses usually have to be a lot bigger because of volatility. Unless you can get a breakout trade, that's the only thing that sucks about trading this early in the morning. How are you doing, Ernest, Jeeves, Williams, Nichols, Carlos? Are you guys trading this morning, or are you guys just watching? The only thing I hate about today, I can say this right offhand. Anytime we get big moving in your Asian and London market, man, the New York session usually sucks in the morning. I'm hoping that's not the case today. I mean, wouldn't mind having that nice little Friday, but if the price action's not good, we probably won't do funded accounts today. And next week, we'll have to debate that because, see, next week's rollover week. So the contracts are rolling over to March contracts. And I hate trading rollover week. That's usually a pretty tough week to trade. What pair is this? I guess you'll have to explain. I'm not sure what you're asking there, Ivan. We had to kind of live through this yesterday morning where we had like really bad choppy price action for the first 30 minutes. We didn't find anything till after 10 o'clock yesterday. So, what's up, Gil? What traded? This is NQ contracts or NASDAQ, Ivan. And we're trading on Ninja. And prop firm, we're using prop firms also. We're trading on Apex. Apex funded. So patience is definitely the key, usually for the first 30 minutes or so. I'm very skeptical about the longs this morning just because of that open week gap we have. So we have a gap all the way back down at 21,638. So we would need to sell off at least 150, 140 points to get to that. Is that right? Wait, let's see. 170 points. What's up, Big Andy? And you got your highs all the way at 845s. I'd like to see us maybe resweep the highs, then maybe have that sell off. So if you're fairly new to trading, this is some pretty not a great opening here. We do have support at 831s. Oh, nice. We hit that pivot at the 21.039s. All right. Woo. So we're about 5 points from the overnight highs, which is the 65s. Wow. Definitely get a lot of rejection off that 31. And where I get that level from is TradingView. These are your support and resistant levels. So that's how we get, here it is right here, 31. So it's not like I'm coming up with these levels. I'm just getting these from TradingView under point of control. Woo. Wow, we didn't even run those highs. We got so close. And I don't know if that's the wick or if it's just after these highs right here. It could have been just after these highs right here and not necessarily this wick high. So what's up, Donna? How are you doing? Balls, Wilson, Kevin. Hello, Mr. Bean. It's still fairly early. I prefer to probably wait after that first 15 minutes and see what happens. I freaking forgot about my 5-minute breakout this morning, guys. Son of a bee. $31 is still a little wall here. A lot of support around those 31s. We're just kind of consolidating around this area. All right, so there's the highs there. We finally got up there. Just being patient, guys. Remember, we're just looking for one trade as far as funded accounts goes. Then after that, we'll probably be a little bit more aggressive on our trading. We're still about 4 minutes away from our 15-minute breakout. I did forget about the 5-minute trade this morning, so I did not take that 5-minute opening trade here. Good morning, everyone. Ooh, nice little rip here off of this 31. So I'm hoping right here we'll get the rip, and now we'll get the pullback and maybe form a nice little bull flag, and we can look for entry. I mean, we had the little pullback here, but I don't know. I didn't really like it very well. It doesn't have that classic pullback look that I like. Wow, what a ripper, man. What's up, Peyton? What's up, Robert? So if we can get a pullback maybe to the 44s, 50s, that's kind of what I would be waiting on. I don't usually jump in and follow candlesticks like just the breakouts here. So definitely got to wait for some kind of pullback to get an entry here. We also need our EMAs to kind of catch up, because right now we're just kind of just going straight to the moon at the moment. Man, this has almost been a 100-point ripper since freaking the opening, guys. Did anybody jump in on this long? Did anybody else take this long? Or did everybody just kind of watching the long? Or just watching it go higher and higher? To me, I don't really jump in and follow. Like, I don't jump in and chase. I get in on pullbacks and look for breakouts. What's up, Cole? Yeah, Lehman, that's what I'm waiting on. It's too early. I'm waiting for a pullback also. That's what I'm waiting on. I mean, I feel like this was somewhat of a little pullback, but I just didn't like the way the candles look. And I knew 31 here was support, or point of control as far as support goes. But still, I didn't really feel comfortable with it being so early in the morning. All right, guys, our 15-minute opening gap is set. A lot of times, wherever we end up on the other side of the gap, you know, that's kind of the direction we could be heading for the day. But I can't believe that we're going to leave that freaking daily gap open. Yeah. Nice, brother. Took profit at 60. Nice on the 30-point banger there. Hey, just get your points. If it's a good, especially if it's your funded account, man, just get your money and get out and Freaking just trade micros the rest, not micros, but evals. I'm looking for my one funded account trade this morning, and after that, I just want to be done. This thing is just ripping. Come on, let's get the... I wouldn't mind seeing a pullback where we kind of fill in these gaps. Would it be a better pullback if we can pull in and close in on this 20 EMA? But I don't know. I feel like I want to wait for the second pullback. That's what I feel like I kind of want to do, because I always feel like this first one has a struggle of the 10 points. What it is, I think we're holding up at the 15-minute gap here. That's what it looks like to me. If you kind of draw your line here, see this, that's your 15-minute candle opening. I'm going to go to break even fast on that one because I don't trust that because we're at all-time highs. Not sure about this one, like I said. Come on, a little bit more. Shoot, it's so close. Damn it. I missed my 10 points by literally a tick on that one. Okay, let's see if we can get a decent pullback now. I was like, well, maybe the 15 minutes going to hold, but man. Yeah. I still feel like we need a deeper pullback, man. It's very tempting to get long above this 15-minute opening range, but man, need to figure out why. That was our first 9 EMA pullback. Or maybe that other one was somewhat, but it still didn't get back to your 9. Let's see if this one can actually touch the 20. All right, so we're back at the 15-minute opening range. We're also in that 1 hour macro time, the last 10 minutes of the hour. All right, so hopefully this was the first non-EMA pullback. We want to see something back towards the 20. What's up, Aaron? Thank you for the follow, Ace. All right. Really want to see us fill in this gap. This would be your ideal pullback here. Just patience, guys. Patience, patience. All right. Getting a nice little pullback here. Here's the pullback we're waiting on. Whew. All right, here's our 21 EMA pullback. I'm going to continue selling off. The bottom of this gap is sitting right at about 65 or so. Not really. I need to look over at the ES and see where the ES is at, actually. Still just kind of waiting, guys. Hopefully we can get the move back up here. We got the pullback. We just don't know if we're going to continue selling or not. Just don't want to be faked out on this. Ah, dang it. I hate the struggle of the bus. Damn, 90 drama. Dude, don't one tick me again. All right. I was about to say, my goodness. I was like, man, is that thing on one tick me again? Oh my goodness. As you can see, guys, I hate trading at all-time highs. It makes me so nervous. All right. So we are copy trading 3 funded accounts for $100 a day for 10 points. So now we're done looking for those really good 10-point setups. So this was a nice little breakout from the 21. At least offered us 10 points. That's all we're looking for. And you just don't know what's going to happen. We're at all-time highs. You just kind of have to take your own risk at that. So these are the 3 accounts that we copy traded. So I've recently have started doing this. And it makes me super nervous because I'm not comfortable doing it. So that first trade that we took, we lost like $2. So that's why I don't have an even $100 on these accounts, because of a little bit of slippage from copy trading. So this account here, we need about 4 more winning trades to get a payout. So if we can get 4 more winning trades over the next week or two, we'll take a payout from Apex. Yeah, I know. It just makes me super nervous, brother, copy trading. Whew. I was hoping I was going to get my 10 points a while ago. Literally, man, I hit 9 points. And it just like it hit a wall. Like, nope. I'm just glad I went to break even fairly quick. All right, guys. So these next couple trades may be a little bit more kind of like I think trades, because we're going to go to evals. All right, so no more funded account trades. We're done for the day with that. It looks like we still need roughly about $900 more to get this one to pass. These are fairly new. I think I bought these when Apex did their 90% off. But I also need to start trading my Bulanox funded accounts, which I haven't been trading those recently. But I'm going to try to add those in next weekend, where we try to find 2 good trades a day with those. But I think we're going to see if we can find something for this one and kind of keep moving it along. I just got to make sure I'm on the right number here. 44. Guys, actually, I'm still thinking that we sell off today. I mean, I just don't see how we leave that gap fill, that opening gap, all the way down at 638s. Oh, yeah, definitely, brother. That's the reason why I've been doing it. It still makes me nervous with funded accounts, but it only works if I stay strict to that one trade and done deal. If I stick to that, it works. It's where I can accept the red day and I try to revenge trade to get it back. And so that's why I've never have done that before, because I used to struggle with that. You know, all of us have do it. You take a red day, you're like, you know what, let me double size and see if I can get it back. Next thing you knew, you done down twice, even on a bigger size. Then you're like, screw it. Boys on the table, all in. Then you blow your account. That's usually what happens to me in the past. But I've been really strict with myself since September. But I've been also trying to write it down a little bit more so I keep myself honest with that. So far, I didn't trade this Tuesday and Wednesday, so I feel like I missed out on 2 days. So we've only have 6 trading days in the last 2 weeks on these funded accounts. And so, but we are 5 for 6. So we've taken 5 winning trades and 1 loss. And that 1 loss came Monday. And I think because I took it too early in the morning, I've always feel like if I take it within that first 15 minutes, it's so hard to have a 10-point stop loss that early in the morning. For anybody that follows on TikTok, I will follow you back there. You just have to give me a minute to get over there. Thank you, Robert. Thank you, Sydney. Thank you, Lehman and Ace, for the follows this morning. I'm thinking the sell-off is coming, guys. I don't know about y'all, but I think we're going to pull back to retest the 60s on the ES here because 60 to 55 is going to be what you need to hold up this morning for the bulls to stay in control. If we lose those levels, the bears will take over. And the only reason why I like the short is because of that opening gap is all the way down at 630. What did I put that at? 21,638. So we got like a 200 move to the downside with like a 70-point gap that we need to fill in. Good so far, Ace. My stress is over for the morning. I'm going to be trading evals the rest of the day. My first trade in the morning is where I look for those 10 points and I draw trend lines to show you kind of where I'm looking for my trade at. And we were patient enough to wait for the 21 EMA pullback this morning to get our 10 points. Then you just have to use your own judgment as far as how much you're willing to risk. I mean, if you're, I know some people trade with bigger contracts, but I don't. I trade with 5 micros. Man, the ES looks like it's just... The ES looks in a lot better position as far as sell-off. I'm usually not a big fan whenever your NASDAQ is above the 200 and your ES is below the 200. And for anybody that follows me, I like to trade the ES, but I like to watch the ES, but take all my trades on the NASDAQ. I like to see what the ES is doing because most of the time your NASDAQ is following the ES. So if the ES is breaking out, almost 80% of the time, the NASDAQ is right behind it. Wow, look at this. Oh, goodness. Whew. Brother, did you take any funded accounts? Yeah, John, I need to get better at that. What you're doing, where you buy right on the EMA. I struggle with that, man. I just have a hard time pulling that on that 20 EMA like that. I wish I could. I guess I need to practice on evals, but when it comes to my funded accounts, I'm usually overcautious that I just can't do that. But I know you get better fills when you do that. All right, guys, the first nice bear flag setup, we are going to take a short. Especially, I mean, this is definitely a good, well, shoot. What was that level for the ES here? The ES may stop us. 60 to 65, 67. And you got your 50% right here at the 21,849. That's kind of like your Fibonacci if you pulled 50%. So we're in. So if we sell through this gap here, I might even look for long here. I mean, I don't know. I don't really know what's going to happen here. Oh, man. But I do not like shorting when everything's above the 200, though. That's how a lot of times I keep myself out of trouble. If you're above the 200, look for longs. If you're below the 200, look for shorts. A lot of times I keep myself out of trouble by following that rule, and it seems like whenever I break it, it's kind of iffy. But see, you also got the ES on the short side. Yeah, definitely. If I start practicing it, it'll probably just be on some evals, John. But I haven't got comfortable doing that with the funded accounts. I know you've talked about it and I've tried it, but I'm always, it makes me nervous because I always feel like the sales are going to continue or I don't know. Maybe we'll try it today if we get another opportunity. But you have to do it on the first pullback, right? You don't want to be doing it like on the third, fourth, or fifth EMA. You want to do it on the very first 21 touch, right? Is that how you usually do it? Man. All right, we're getting out of this gap. Uh, we got what 90 up here, so we got about 10 points to work with. Oh, you don't pick and choose? This was a gap trade. I don't know. It's struggling. You don't want it to see it struggle. You want it to just go. I gotta make sure I'm on my 10 points. I don't want to be over 10. It stalled on us. The ES is pushing down. May stop this one before I. Not feeling comfortable with that one because of the ES. That was a fair value gap trade, and it still, man, it actually ended up working on me. It still may work, but usually with those, you want to see them go. You don't want to see them pop out and just start hesitating. That would have been my 10 points too. So we would at least got our 10 points if we were able to stay in that. But like I said, I just didn't like how long it was taking for whenever we broke out of the gap there. Those gap trades have a very high win percentage. If you take them, usually they'll win 70-80% of the time. Especially if you can follow those strict rules of wait for like the A's and B's setups when you're trading those gaps. Just look for, somewhere between 5 or 10 points. Just kind of, I'm thinking I'm going to either wait for either this session to break. I either figure we wait for this mid session to break, but also we have a pivot sitting down there too. So that one can be a little bit of on the nerve wracking side there. And you got the ES just kind of stalling at the moment. All right, let's see what happens at these 49 levels. What's up, Candy? Uptown, Ally, 10. What do we got? 44 possible target. Where's that 44 sitting at? kind of waiting to see what's going to happen with this gap here. This way, if we don't get through this freaking 50% pull down. And we also got support sitting there. Damn it. Got support at the 46s. All right. Whew. Man, if we don't get through those 200, we may reverse. Need to see a big sell-off here. We just need to see a big old nasty dump. Just boosh. 100 points, guys. 100-point dump is what I like to see here. I got a little nervous because we had that 50% pullback, but we did test it once. And usually that second time it breaks. And we also retested the pivot, but the second time it broke. Yeah, I'm with you on that one too, John. I would definitely not be trading no funded accounts. At least I'm not. I'm going to be just doing evals only. We just got one micro left, so we'll risk like $10 to see if we can get the big sell-off here. I'm either going to do a kind of an all or nothing on this trade. So either we're going to get something big or we're not going to get anything at all. Ooh, that says 5. Need to have 1. Let me see where my ES is at. So the ES is in a fairly key area. 60 is going to be your target down, which you need to see hold on the ES. Let's see here. Let's see here. Next support level is here at the 30s on the ES. I mean, on the NASDAQ. So the NASDAQ needs to break through these 30, 31s, and that's always called where your 200 moving average is. So if you're looking at so you kind of go back here this morning. starting at about 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock, depending on what time zone you're in. See how it just consolidated a lot in this area? So it puts a lot of resistance and support here between the 80s and the 40s. If we break out of that, we should get a quick move down. Then we'll have support again around the 810s to 819, support resistance in this little gap here. Ooh. Usually we're definitely a little bit more cautious on some of these accounts on Fridays because, you know, I hate failing accounts on Fridays. That's usually like my worst, is messing up my accounts on Friday. So we should have almost $80 on this one account, but this is that account that we took that small loss on a while ago that I jumped into that trade because I thought we were moving up. So we had to make up for that loss this morning. So this is why I'm trying to get a big move out of this one, and that should put us fairly close to $100. So if we look for a 50-point move out of this, which is very doable, I feel like, that would be $100. Let's check some higher time frames. I mean, this could just be the bottom here. Let me check some higher time frames real quick. We got this one big candle on the 15 minutes that I wouldn't mind seeing if we run that candle, and that would put us back around 89. If we ran the 15-minute candle, which I guess so. It's right here. Here's the bottom of your 15-minute here. But the 15-minute looks like it's making a A lot of times whenever we oversell over 50% of your 15 minutes, we always usually go out the bottom side. Most of the time, from, you know, just from watching the 15-minute opening range so much. So that would be your 5-minute range there at the 820s. And this is the VWAP. Here's your opening range high. If we can touch that opening range low, I'll be good. I'll be out. And we may even start trailing down. This way we don't lose the complete whole thing. We're up $80 right now. Come on. Waterfall. It's struggling. All right. I'm going to take my profit because I'm just looking to get over $100. Didn't quite get the 50 points that I was looking for, but that's okay. I'll settle for the 40. So that put us a little over $100, 124. So now we'll switch to another account and see if we can find another setup. The longer we go, the more trades. It definitely gets a little tougher to find these setups. So that was definitely a nice trade down, but not really a setup. let's see what the ES is looking like. Because once, like I said, we still got another 170 points to the downside that we can go. So I feel like there's a lot left on the table that we can get at there. Because that opening gap fill, our daily gap is all the way at the 638. So we got a lot of points to the downside that we could get. Be nice if it's just a pullback type of day. I'm not going to take this off the VWAP. I want to see a pullback into the 30s and 40s. Let me look at my one chart real quick and see where it looks like we got support at. A lot of support at the 811s here. Man. I just couldn't do it. There's your VWAP slap. Hit the VWAP and bounced. I was hoping for a better looking pullback into your 20s and even all the way back up there to the pivot there at the 830s. Woo. Okay, so you're doing one mini, John, for $200. I want to see this 11 and 12 kind of hold up. I want to see what happens at this 11. All right, this is the second pullback. Let's see if we can get a better looking pullback here. There's your 20. It's just the EMAs are all just kind of jacked up, so it's definitely not the same. Or pull back to the 31s, maybe? Kind of pull back to the 31s. Let's see if these 31s hold. Yes, 65. All right. Unfortunately, we took that right into the pivot. Damn it, that pivot. Come on, lose the pivot. All right. Boy, those 31s, they were rocking. And I'm getting these levels off of TradingView, guys. So if you look to the left here, we had a lot of point of control resistance here at the 31s. And once I saw them 31s hold, that was the cue there, the 31s. What do we see? 20, 30. We got the full amount. So all right. So we're looking for 30 points on this last contract here. Or 60, is that right? 80, 120, 100 ticks. Come on. We need that opening range high hold. I think if that area holds, and also with your 200 moving average, 200, your VWAP, I think we should be good. No, we're still battling it. Let me see where else we could possibly hold up. I don't know if I may risk a little bit on this one just because I don't want it to come back and come back in one tick. Oof. Yeah, we got short off of the, once I saw the 31s were holding ace. We've already taken all of our contracts off. What we do is we do 10 points in runners. So I get my first initial contract sold at 10 or 40 ticks. I'm not sure how you usually think about them. Either 40 ticks or 10 points. And with my runner, I like to shoot for at least 20 to 30 points, depending on what next level down. I feel like the 90 is our next level down. But I'm not sure what kind of delay you guys have over there. I know on YouTube it's about a 7-second delay. And that's even with good internet, because I have gigablast internet. But 5 seconds, 7 seconds is a lot when you're talking trading, though. That's why I said I was looking for that 31 to hold up. So that way it kind of gives you ideas, and that's based off these point of control levels that we're looking at over here on the NASDAQ. So right now we sold 4 contracts all for $80, and I'm trying to see if we can add $60 more to this. So that'll give us about 140 if we hit our target. I'm not sure. Someone's... Oh, it's so close. Just in case it don't go. I don't want to lose everything. I'm not going to give all my profit up just to make an extra 20 bucks. Come on, hold number. Oh. Come on, touch the 90. Come on. No. It's so close. Oh, well, we might miss out on that extra 20 bucks, guys. Oh, well. That's okay. So instead of 140, we ended up with 120. So altogether, 197, 124, 120, 98. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So at least $500 out of those 5 accounts. And we have one more eval we can trade. So I still feel like we still have another 100 points to the downsides to fill in that gap. But we just got to be patient and wait for some kind of pullback here, guys. Right now, we're just too far away from our EMAs. Let me check the ES real quick because, like I said, the bears could take over the ES if we get below the 60 and 55. And right now, we're approaching that 60. Man, I knew. Man, that thing rocket ship through my freaking take profit too. Man, come on. That's all right. Just 20 extra bucks, guys. Just 20 bucks. Did anybody else get short from earlier, maybe? Did anybody else try to take a short? Wow. This thing's not even going to give us an opportunity to jump back in. We're going to have to wait for a bigger pullback. It's filling in the gap now, guys. Oh, my goodness. We could have probably went for a 100-point move if I wasn't being greedy, being overly cautious. You still got the 638s. That's the target, guys, 638. But got to have a pullback for entry. Oh, I missed the... Oh, man, that was the freaking opening range breakout too. Son of a bee. Where's that at? Why ain't that on my charts? Where's my... I guess it was right there and I didn't tell. That was your initial balance breakout. And I totally forgot about that. Holy goodness. Man. That was a, what, 50, 60 point for your initial balance breakout. So we could still get another entry. We just need to see us pull back and either retest this pivot or retest the 90s. Just got to be patient, guys. Got to be patient. Unless you guys are already in the trade. You know, I guess it matters. Oh, we still got 100 points to go. Hopefully it offers us an entry so we can get some of that. So 638 is going to be the target to the downside. If I can get an entry, that's what target I'm going to be shooting for on my next entry. Ace, are you trading this morning or are you just watching? Nah. This one may stop us out here. Okay. I thought the breakout was going to continue. All right. Really would like to see a pullback in between 70s and 80s. Good deal. We have a gap here, but we also have this big gap we could fill in, and that'd be back up to your gap fill in. So if you are joining us, we are on eval, so we do take more aggressive trades on our evals. What is that, 67? Let's see if 67 holds up here. Nope. All right, here's our pivot. What's up, Husk? The ES50. Where's my... Where's the ES at? Oh, damn. I didn't realize we were down there. If we retake over that 55, we could be having a big move up. That could have been the bottom too. All right, here comes our 21 EMA pullback at the 70s. So we can also look for a possible 90 bounce. That'll be your initial balance low. We're in the last 10 minutes, so this is the time of the day we look for that breakout. Oh, I didn't make as much on this account probably because I had to make back $100 that we lost a while ago. If I close out now, that would put me over $100. I'm going to risk $20 of that with just one micro. Thank you guys for the likes and follows today. We're going to see if we can hold on to this thing as long as we can because we got that daily open gap all the way down to 638. So woohoo! Downtown. Oh my goodness. Might have to go get a coffee break after this trade. Whew. All right, second day of pretty much all green. Not as much I would have liked to have on this account. Like I said, we took $100 loss a while ago on that first trade because we thought we were going to be moving down off of that freaking pivot earlier, but I had to wait for a deeper pullback. After this trade, we're going to switch over to our Bulanox accounts. Hopefully this is just a non-EMA pullback. This was a nice little pullback back into the 20. Look how good this looks. We had more than 2 or 3 little candles. I mean, this was definitely a classic pullback here. Classic breakout pullback. For anybody that likes to trade this type of style. I mean, realistically, it's already a pretty good trade. What are we, 40? We're in at 30 points. I mean, 50 points. I think I may just shoot for 50 points instead of trying to go for the 100. I think that's what I'll do. So, what is that, 10? All right. So if we hit our target at the 11, that'll be a 50-point trade. Below 20, we will move our stop loss to 30. This way we'll at least take 30 points out of this. So 40 would be 20. We're looking for 50 points. I'll settle for 42. Nice. 50 points. Whew. All right, guys, we're going to switch over to our Bulanox accounts. We've taken 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trades today, I think. I took a small $100 loss on that trade that I tried to get short too early without waiting for that pullback. But we're able to get it back on this 50-point trade here. All right. So my charts are going to freeze up for a minute because we're switching over to Bulanox. How's everyone else's trading going today? Is everybody else having a pretty good day trading? It's been some nice pullback type trading today if you like the breakouts. What about you, Ace? Have you taken any trades today? Mike's trading the coins. Short from 831. Nice. Dude, David, I'd be shooting. You could almost probably get you a 200-point move today, man, if we fill in that gap. Woo. I've been spreading my love around, David. I've been trading so many different accounts that if I can get 30 to 50 point moves, we're just going to take that and wait for a pullback and jump back in. Is that what you're shooting for? Have you at least taken some profit on the way down? All right, 60 points, man. We're only 60 points away from that gap fill, guys. Oh, so are you in one contract or you sold one contract? Okay, nice. That's what I like to do too. I like to take my profit and hold one for a target. Let's see. Whew. All right, so all we got to do now is wait for hopefully a pullback again. What's up, 887 Market? How are you guys doing today? Thanks for still hanging out, Ace. So we're still moving straight down. I can't grab an entry until man, that was 100 points sell off from that original bear flag back there. Just from this bear flag here, 100 points. I thought about doing the 100 points, but I was like, no, I'm not going to be greedy. We'll just take 50 and be happy. Whew. What's up, Outer? Man, it's been another banger day today, man. We've been catching almost every short. My worst trade was probably my funded account trade. We still got our 10 points, but it wasn't a good breakout trade. It stalled because I was still feeling like we were going to sell off today. And right now we're like 40 points from that daily opening gap down at 638. What's up, Joey? Yeah, if we can get another bear flag, we will jump in. We're on a 90% eval now, so we'll definitely risk a 90% eval here. if this is a small one, I'm going to see if we can wait for the second one. I want to see a little bit deeper one. Oh man, what if we could get like that really big V-shaped reversal at the 640s where we just retrace this whole move? That'd be nice to see that too. I don't know if we'll get a good looking flag like this. This one right here this one looked really good here. This was definitely pretty obvious, this one here. Don't really see a lot of these. These are like the bread and butter ones here. It seems like every time we take these where you get like 5 and 6 little candles and they get smaller and smaller, they tap the 21, then just hit the breakout. I'm not going to take this one. I'm going to wait for a deeper pullback. I'm not a big fan of these consolidation pullbacks where it kind of consolidates sideways. Outer, have you taken any trades this morning, or are you still just kind of sitting on the sideline? Looks like we're just kind of consolidating sideways. Hopefully we can get a better looking pullback. So it looks like this is the top of the initial balance yesterday. Maybe we won't get a pullback. That's the top of the initial balance from yesterday here at the 94s. If you kind of go all the way to the left, that's what it looks like right here. Let's see if this holds up. This is super risky. This is no setup here, guys. Might get punished for this one. I'm going to go to break even because I'm not trusting it. Oh, God, it hit it. It's right on top of it. Damn it. I couldn't even give my 10 points. It hit like right there at the top of it. I took that one basically because I thought yesterday we were at the initial balance, the top of the initial balance. It's probably going to go. Oh my goodness. There it goes. I paper-handed traded that one, guys. We done took so many trades today. It gets to the point where they just get a little bit on the nervous inside because, like, how many times can I, guess right? It's like, oof. That's okay. I'd rather hit break even and take a $200 loss, John. I'm hoping it gives us the 21 EMA pullback. That's kind of what I'd like to see because that was just a 9. And we still have that level here. We kind of went back and looked at this level. This is your opening range high yesterday. So that's kind of what we were bouncing off of. And I'm assuming this is that's the bottom of that range there. This looks like the 55s. You don't close early? Yeah. I still do that sometimes, John. You see it. Y'all see me do it on stream. Ugh, cold coffee. Excuse me. We're kind of back in the Tom Sabo box here, guys. We're just kind of consolidating sideways. Come on, let's get the deeper pullback. Maybe retest the 20 or the 50 here. We also have this target that we can retest. Here's our 21 EMA pullback. Plus you have this initial balance high here holding. All right, so I don't know if I will look for shorts now. We kind of lost our red little arrow, so this could be our deeper pullback here up to like your 50 EMAs, your 100s, your pivots. Hold. Oh, nice. We got the $480 win. Oh, goodness. I was nervous, John. I was nervous. Goodness. All right, we're shooting for 640s next. That's the opening gap there. We'll risk a little bit of profit with this one micro. Oh, you took it too? Nice. You got your 10 poison done. The 21 pays again, guys. The 21 is paying today. Nice. I know I'm over here pushing my luck, John. We already got what? This is like the sixth account we traded today. I'm just doing one micro run. That's all we're doing. We're trading 10 micros because we're trading a 50K. So we just sold 9 at 10. So it got us $180. Man, it's almost that time of the day just to put your accounts away, enjoy the Friday, and just go into the weekend green. Thank you guys for watching also on TikTok. What's up, Gus? Yeah, I do that because I like looking for those big runners, John. Now, I don't do that on my funded accounts, but I do that on evals. So basically we're risking $20. So if we lose this trade, we'll be down another $20 off of the $180 we made. All right, so that's probably going to stop us out. So we ended up with 161. So we got one more eval to trade, and that'll be all of my eval accounts for the day. And I also got 2 fundeds, but this late in the morning, I don't think I would be taking any funded trades. So this is definitely going to be probably the deeper pullback where we're looking at probably the 50 or even your 200 VWAP. Your 50% pullback all the way up here closer to the 90s. Not really sure. Dude, that's pretty awesome. Fish slips paid less than 24 hours. Heck yeah. What's up, Jose? What's up, Vin? Man, that's pretty awesome. Oh, you don't like messing with the runners? Yeah, it's hard to do runners, definitely if you're trading that one mini, John. I guess it makes me nervous trading minis on these 25Ks because I know one mini could just really wreck my day. I like just keeping the $200. I'm not sure. Are you trading 25Ks also, John? Or are you doing the 50Ks? Are you on a live account? I don't remember what you said you were trading. All 50K. Okay, so yeah, if I was doing 50Ks, that's probably what I'd want to do too. One mini. That's why I was doing 10 micros. But the commissions do suck. You're right about the commissions. What's up, Dylan Thomas? So this will be, if we're able to find one more trade, this will be the 7th account traded today. So we traded 5 Apex and 2. This will be the 2nd Bewley that we're trading here. This Bewley Knox, we still need about $1,700 more to get it to funded. All right, so we just tapped into the 50. The pivot here. If we can make some kind of bull flag here, I would like to look for a long, since we have our EMAs kind of moving higher here. Because we possibly could be at the bottom, especially if we get back above this 55 on the ES. $666 is double bottom there. Okay, so you're thinking maybe the pullback, look for a short. Oh no. Damn it. I was expecting a bounce off these EMAs here. Dude, what is going on? Come on. Like literally 1 point away. All right, there we go. Like, goodness. So we're looking to try to take out these equal lows here. I'm just right above that wick there. I thought hopefully that little wick would hold here. Little wick test. Come on. Downtown, guys. Downtown. Come on, fish lips. Let's get those double bottoms. Oh, what a nasty looking candle that was. Come on. Oh, well. Yeah, I just had 2 contracts left. We sold the other 2. I think, what did we? Not quite $100. We took 96 of it, but we were hoping at least add another 50 or so if we were able to at least get our targets. It's probably going to go now. Watching the bottom just drop out. Oh, dirty, dirty, dirty. Man. What's up, guys? How's everyone doing this evening or this morning? We might get a big jolt here on the London close. We got London close in a few minutes. That was the 700 target I was looking for another 20 points. That sucks. That's the only thing that sucks about keeping tight stop losses. Sometimes you will miss out on some of these bigger runners if your stop loss is not in a good spot. I took that because Fish Lips saying we had equal lows down here at 66. You can kind of see where we've been wicking at a lot down here. So this is where I was shooting for my last target to be. That's why I try to do it where I had two contracts left over. That way I can do one kind of in the middle, then the last one the farthest away. Or maybe we can just enter on 1 or 2, 3 contracts or something. We can do it like that. Just kind of lower our risk down because it's definitely later in the morning. I like to see this fair value gap here hold. If this fair value gap can hold. I mean, that's still 40 points down. Don't really know about this one yet. But like I said, we're just in with 3 contracts. It could come back and stop us out. Damn it. Might have to even close it down a little early. Yeah, we're going to close it down. See if we can get another entry here. I feel like I'm definitely pushing my luck this morning just because of how many trades we've taken so far today. We've taken a lot. Ooh, is the 700 going to hold up? I tried to get this thing as close as I could to these EMAs. This is definitely not a good setup just because our EMAs are kind of on top of each other. But we're, like I said, we're being a little more aggressive with this 90% eval. All right, looks like we're going to get stopped out. So that puts us, what, 25 bucks in a hole, I think, from those losses there. Fish Lips, are you still trying for that 66 bottom? Okay. Ooh, it might be a move back up. The ES is trying to get back above that 55, so maybe we can push up, retest those 60s again. Let's see. Let's see if the ES gets through these 55s. All right. So, you know, guys, these are more aggressive trades that we're taking. So just so that you guys know, these aren't really like setups. These are just more or less, I think, trades. This is all these are. So I am going to take losers, and I just got to minimize my losers where they're just not that much. How are you doing today, Tyler? And Doc, how are you guys? Anybody else trading over here? You want enough this morning? Yeah, trust me, if I wasn't streaming Outer, I wouldn't probably be sitting here trading all, you know, over and over and over. But when I am streaming, I do over trade a little bit, but I try to just keep it strictly to these 90% evals and not fundeds. Funded, I would only do one trade and be done. So the reason why I chose that 766, if you look over here on TradingView, we have a little bit of support here at the 66s. So I'm just going to take my last contract. If we get through that, your next one's probably going to be up here at the 800s. Then you also have your 200 touch up at the 780s. We'll see if we get anything off of this runner here. So right now we're back up to 184. So we were up 60 bucks or 80 bucks or something like that. We were $25 in the hole. Then we took this trade and that put us back up closer to the 200. So it took one trade to wipe out those two bad trades. Woo, having a little bit of trouble getting through that 100-day moving average. That's that green line on the board here. I'm hoping for a pivot touch, which is at the 774s, or even a 200 touch, 200 moving average, all the way up at 79s. And we may even keep this one to a 30-point move. We entered at 33, so we'll just shoot for 33 for the last contract here. Ooh, that was a pretty nasty dip off of that 200 there. I mean 100, I'm sorry, 100. I mean, you really could have just draw you a channel, because I've also been looking at that too. Some of these long channels. All right, so no love on the runner there. So if you would have drew a little trend line, not even a trend line, your range straight up and just buy the breakout. I've been looking at these more lately too, but I haven't really been taking them. So I have an account on Quantower. I guess I could try to find an entry with that. So if we don't take any more trades on our Bully accounts this morning, we're going to end up with 185 and 161. So it's been a... Are you still new? Are you talking about as far as new at trading, Zion? Probably a little over 2 years. As far as futures trading goes, I mean, it's something I've always been interested in it for years and years. As far as this, or I used to probably look more at like stocks in crypto and small options, but futures, we've only been doing future trading, like this type of trading, for 2 years. I do trade a little bit of his strategy, usually on the failed breakouts of the fair value gaps, but mostly I like trading breakouts off of the EMAs. I want to say the only thing we do with ICT is just the, like I said, the failed breakouts of fair value gaps. I know there is a lot of people who trade that. I think we got a couple people in the YouTube lobby over here that trades okay, yeah, fake breakouts. So those type of breakouts are pretty much equal to the turtle soup outer. Where'd it go? I mean, we still, let's see, 700. I thought that gap was all the way down at the 36s. Is it only 86 is where the gap fills at? All right, the Quant Tower accounts are the only evals we have left to trade since we've traded everything else. And we may even have to switch prop firms for this account eventually, because I heard this prop firm's not doing very well. Oh, like after, yeah. See, I've heard of the turtle soup thing, but I don't know much about it, like specifically how the setup works. How are you doing? Nothing. Zion, is that what you pretty much mainly do as ICT type trading? Wow. Nice bounce off the pivot there. The pivot slash it filled in that gap there at the 40s. We're probably going to take a break at 12 o'clock today and come back for power hour. And this way we don't sit here and overtrade the rest of the day or this morning. So this is kind of where we're at on our accounts. These are the two accounts that we traded on Bulanox. We're at 185, 186. Then the other ones are going to be Apex. I don't remember the exact amounts. Most of them are around about $100 a piece for each account. Yeah, it was a really good day trading today, Java. I mean, there were so many good entries. It was crazy on the way down. Then this Apex account, I need 4 more trades to get to the payout. So we're sitting at 26,200. So 4 more trades, winning trades. So hopefully, eventually over the next week or two, we can get there. I did copy trade 3 accounts this morning, and that was the 3 PAs. And they were all sitting at about $100 a piece. Then we traded 3 different trades with the evals, 124, 120, and 177. Nice on the pass, Java. I definitely want to keep my green for Friday. It's been a good trading day. I got to wait for my charts to recalculate for it to start working. Anytime I change something, and it usually takes longer because what it does, I have that fair value gap indicator on here. And so what it does, it takes longer for it to calculate and mark. So that's why it usually takes a little bit for my charts to update. But I like them. I don't have to keep up with the little gaps. You know, they just put them on there for you. What's up, Noah? How are you doing today? Jams, Big Rich, nothing, Ace. Right now, if you kind of shrink it down, we're pretty much in just a nice little consolidation box. So it'll probably just consolidate until after the lunch hour. That's usually what happens, especially even being a Friday. Get a little bit of a consolidation for the breakout probably this evening. But we will be back for power hour. Hopefully power hour is pretty good today. I want to say power hour wasn't that great yesterday until later that evening. And if you join us for power hour, we do not trade funded accounts during power hour. It's strictly just cheap evals only. Java, how many funded accounts are you trading? Three? Nice. That's what I have on Apex also, is 3. What's up, Ruben? How are you doing today? Felix, how are you doing? Aid? So we're finally going to get through these freaking whole numbers. We've been kind of roadblocking there. There's a lot of support here around the 700s. Oh, goodness. Oh, almost knocked my freaking drink over. Yeah, so we're pretty much at the end of our trading day. We're going to just hang out for 10 more minutes. I'm just curious if we're going to get the big sell-off here before lunch. Because we're already kind of approaching that 12 o'clock lunch hour. And it's Friday, so this is usually typical Friday action here. Remember, next week, guys, I feel like the market's going to be tough to trade next week. Next week is the contract rollover. So just remember that. If it looks too bad next week, remember Monday we could start out with like really big 1 minute candles. I don't know if you ever noticed that in those rollovers. Like the candles are tough to trade. Just because we don't have the whole, like, you know, the whole community trading futures, we're kind of split. People are still trading the old contracts and the new contracts. So I don't know. I haven't really decided if I want to trade funded next week. We'll just have to wait and see. All right, trying to work our way back over that 70. I mean, not 70, but 700. Nice. We took 10 points off that on Quant Tower. Didn't really do that on stream, but I don't know if you guys can see that popping up over there on the side or not. This is a fairly new account. This is that one that we've been trading, that 5 minutes that we missed out on today. I forgot about the 5-minute setup today, and we didn't take it. Ace, are you trading today? Or are you just watching? Is my mic work? Yeah, it's working. Wasn't sure if my mic was working over there. So we took another little stab at those 10 points. A little 10-point trade for somehow ended up with 280. I don't know how. I don't know if I had a slippage or what. Delivered from that gap and swept sell. Oh, yeah, you're talking about this gap here where it swept back into the top, then sold off. This one here. What's up, Angel or Angel? How are you doing today? Oh, as you said, far left. Pretty good today. We're just kind of waiting until 12. We're going to take a break at 12 today. We've already traded all of our evals and fundeds today, and so we don't want to risk any more of our profits this morning or, lunchtime. Oh, your 66 swept. Okay. I forgot all about that. Man, the pullback breakouts have been just so good today. I mean, just like they're just been paying over and over all day long. Hopefully most of you guys got to finish green today on a Friday. There's nothing worse than finishing red on a Friday and spending all weekend to think about it. To me, I always find that the worst. Man, we're going to get another. This looks like another little perfect setup for like a 21 pullback here, Fish Lips. Man, if we can push back up to retest those 700s and a nice little bear flag, man. Maybe that was the bottom. Maybe to the moon. Holy goodness. All right, guys, like I said, I was going to take a small break here at 12 o'clock. And we're going to come back and probably stream Power Hour. Hopefully, we'll have some nice movement for Power Hour this evening. If we do trade, we're going to be trading low risk, just like 2 or 3 micros at the most. We're not going to be over trading. I'm not really looking for a big profit. It's just more or less for just entertainment purposes and looking for maybe to add to our winners without messing up our green day. I think I just need to get a Power Hour account, and that way it's the only account I trade during Power Hour. To the moon. All right, guys. Thank you guys for watching. And we'll be back in a few hours. Thank you, Outer. You have a good weekend also, buddy. Good. Hopefully working this evening's not too bad. Nice, easy work day.